There is enough space for everyone. So the Holy Quran says this is the day of judgment, or the day of distinction. We have gathered you and the ancients. So everybody is gathered all at once at the same time. And is there enough square kilometers for everyone, especially if there's 2 million people, blah, blah. So we answered in part all of this. We think there is, that's one. Two, there is clearly, whoever is objecting this way, in their minds, this is the same world. What they're imagining happening in the afterlife is this land, this earth, this sky, everybody's standing outside, this nature, in this way. Clearly the Holy Quran says, this is not the world that awaits us in the afterlife. And for this, so I regrouped the verses into 3 categories that inshallah makes it very clear this is a completely different world. Even though we have verses that say, we are going to recreate you in that which you do not know. It's going to be a world we cannot describe to you unless you go and experience it. But let's take it in a more detailed way, more clear way. 3 types of verses. The first one is the verses that say this world is temporary. It has an end. It has a beginning and it has an end. Okay, so stop thinking that the afterlife is the same world. This one has an end. That's one. 2, not only does it have an end, but that end equals that this world is going to be entirely destroyed. That's 2. 3, it is going to be replaced by another world. So each one of these, we can find a lot of verses in the Holy Quran that talk about each. So if you put these together, that takes out completely the possibility of someone wanting to make assumptions or objections or questions with the idea that we're still working with the same world we have here. It's not the same world. It's a completely different realm, completely different dimension. So here are some of the verses that go with these. That the world is temporary. A few examples. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Ra'd, verse 2, it is Allah who raised the heavens without any pillars that you see, and then presided over the throne. He disposed the sun and the moon, the key, each moving towards a specified term, specified time. There's a deadline for the sun and the moon. In another verse, have they not reflected in their own souls? Allah did not create the heavens and the earth and whatever is between them, except with reason and for a specified term. So there's an end to the heavens and the earth and all that is between them. In Surah Al-Ahqaf, verse 3, we did not create the heavens and the earth and whatever is between them except with reason and for a specified term, yet the faithless are disregardful of what they are warned. First group of verses. Second group of verses, this world, after it has come to its timeline, to its deadline, is going to be destroyed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Waqi'ah 4:5, when the earth is shaken a violent shaking, and the mountains are pulverized to powder. In Surah Al-Tur 9:10 it says, on the day when the sky will move violently, يَوْمَ تَمُورُ السَّمَاءُ مَوْرًا. So it could also be translated as it will sway back and forth, it will churn, a great churning, and the mountains will move with an awful motion. In Surah Al-Infitar, when the sky is cleft asunder, so it's completely broken. When the stars are scattered, when the oceans are exploded or burst forth. In Surah Al-Inshiqaq, when the sky is ripped apart or split open. Now, when you hear these descriptions, do you feel that we're going to be working with the same type of world? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says the sky is going to be ripped open. And in Surah Al-Takwir, the first verses of Surah Al-Takwir, when the sun is going to be wound up or enfolded. When the stars are going to dim out. When the mountains are going to be set fast in motion. And then later it says, and when the oceans are going to be set on fire or ablaze. So clearly this world of ours is being completely destroyed, right? And then it will be replaced by another order, another world. The day the earth is transformed into another earth and the heavens, and they are presented before Allah. So this is the afterlife. We have moved into the afterlife. That's why we were presented in front of Allah. The Quran says the earth is going to be replaced. يَوْمَ تُبَدَّلُ الْأَرْضُ غَيْرَ الْأَرْضِ وَالسَّمَاوَاتِ. Okay? And the One and the Supreme. So this is 14, Surah Ibrahim 48. The sixth objection. So all of that to say, this is all based, a lot of these objections are based on the idea that the person objecting thinks that we are still dealing with the same type of world, same realm, same dimension, same laws of nature. So this is to show clearly, step by step, that this world will come to an end, it will be destroyed, and then it will be replaced by another world. That we can still refer to, the Quran says, as an earth and a heaven, a earth and a sky. That's what the Quran is doing.